Okay?
Thank
So,
God we
so,
have
so,
Jesus.
so since you and I know the difference, we can rule out, the ones that are not,
That's why we go.
The ones
To
we're
the
not
word.
passionate about.
yes. Okay, so you and I know the difference. You and I know the word, and we are, even if you're not sure, you can check from the scriptures to see is this is it a good passion? Is it a passion towards Christ? Does it please God? Is it for the purpose of Christ? If it's not for the purpose of Christ, what kind of passion is it then? Okay? A passion that is going to take you to the pit in hell. Okay? And then it talks about what? Covetousness. Covetousness. Covetousness is like an unreasonable desire for what doesn't even belong to you. Like, you see someone has something,
That's like envy, right?
it starts from that line, and then converting actually, now you are in action. Now you are working towards getting this.
You no longer envy it, now
You've graduated, it's like a post-grad,
I passionately want it.
that you see how the thing came. It came from passion.
It's not
See, you had the passion for the thing. Now you are like converting. You're actually in action. Like you are planning on how to actually get it.
Yeah, you're executing it. The passion actually starts in your mind.
Execution. You are in action.
You know, that's
And
where it
then-
starts. That's
yeah,
where
everything starts
You
in
see?
your mind.
Yes, like the
And
envy,
then
the
you act it out.
jealousy.
Yeah, I found a little way to keep Mr. Enemy from bothering me with stuff. I just
Yeah, it starts
I
in your
just see
mind.
the
Something like
praise
this, like,
songs
yeah.
in my
Can you
mind
just
all
forget
day.
this?
Everything starts in your head.
Verses and
It
worship
will be much
songs.
easier for you to.
All day, all day, all day.
Mhm.
Because that way I
Anyways.
don't get bombarded.
Yeah, so covetousness, okay? It's an eagerly desire, like extreme desire to acquire or possess something. Extreme desire to acquire or possess something. You know what? You want it so bad, you don't care how you get it.
That's what it's dangerous.
Yeah.
See? You want it so bad,
Yeah.
and you hear the world say that the end justifies the means. No, the means justifies the ends. The end doesn't justify the means. That's why you see people selling their soul to become famous. Because they feel like, you know what, if I become famous,
You know, a lot of
I got
people
it.
I'll
don't
be
even,
all that.
a lot of people don't even believe in that. You know that? A lot of
They
people
don't.
selling their soul to become famous. Like
Of
I've
course,
talked to a
it's
couple of
unreal.
people about it, and they don't believe it. They don't think it exists. Like
But why do
Well,
they
let me
do
tell
it?
you what.
no,
It's-
they think that just
it's
people
a
just
trick.
become famous.
Let
like
me
that.
tell you something. Most spiritual issues, people don't believe it until they really live
Into
into
it.
it.
So they bring it to them.
Okay, people don't believe it. Okay, but you have to know that it's a trick of the enemy.
Not for you not to believe.
You see, because if you don't believe it, then you end
You're
up
not
finding
worried.
yourself in it.
Or you're not worried about it. until
You're not
you
worried
get it,
about it,
until
and that's how it gets you.
Easy victim.
You see,
And you don't
But-
try to learn the ways of not to get like
Not
us
to fall
learning,
into.
not to fall into, which is like stuff that we learn and
You know?
And you know, it's people like us that, to be completely honest, that's more at risk. Because we can teach other people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're the ones that get attacked really.
Of course. Now, who do you think
Those other guys are easy.
They
Never
get
gonna
the
get there,
easy
yo.
No, listen.
They already have them, so they're not
No,
worried about it.
yes, he has them in.
Yeah.
He has them
He
in
can
his
have them
wrist.
anytime he
Why would
wants.
he bother himself?
They want, he can't have them.
That's why you see-
See, so that's why he wants to keep you in that place of ignorance.
Mhm.
You know what? Just don't believe it. No, it's not real. No, it doesn't exist. Oh, yes, it does.
I try to talk
Okay,
to
they're
people.
trading. Yes, it does. And it starts from, you know what? Sometimes it starts from as little as a kid.
Some of them are
And they introduce
don't
them to
mind.
all these things. Oh, you know, if you want to be bright, you can get into this thing that will help your brain to whatever. And then before you know, and then the next thing, and then the next thing,
You're in the nursing home.
and then they're even teaching you how to fly.
And wizard. It turned into a wizard.
Okay, yeah. So that's covetousness. And you know what? Covetousness can take you into a lot of things. It can take you through fire.
Yeah.
Hellfire.
Okay? It can take you through a lot of things. And if you're not careful, you will not get out of it. Okay? That eager thing to acquire. Okay? Because if you keep it long enough, before you know, you don't care how you get it. Okay, let me get it first so that I'll fix the rest. And last time we were even talking about, like, you know, the islands and stuff, like how people go to like occultic people, like, you know, grandmasters of wizards and stuff, and tell them, you know what, I want to become Steve Jobs. I want to be Apple. And then he says, you know what, okay, yes you can, but then you're only going to live up to 50. And then he agrees. Oh yes, if I could become Steve Jobs. And sometimes you see how the devil showed, he said, listen, the God who made the heaven and the earth, look how the devil was trying to trick him. Look at all this. He took Jesus to the mountain and showed him all these things will become yours if only you would what? Bow to me. And that's the same thing that happens to. So it's even funny that people don't believe it. Because Jesus himself went through it but overcame it. So how did you tell me it's not real? Okay? And they go to all these people, you know what, I want this thing. And sometimes they'll actually show it to them on walls or in like, what do you call it? I hear they use like cornmeal in a big bowl. And then they'll call the things forth and they'll actually see it. They can actually call people's faces and stuff in it. Or water. Clear water. And then they'll call, and all these things.
Wizardry. That's all it is.
Okay, so maybe he goes and he says, I want to be this, and then he says, okay, oh, so you mean I'll be CEO of Apple, and I'll be the inventor, and I'll be this, and I'll be that, and he's showing all these things. Oh, they'll say yes. You know what? With the hope that if they give them, you know, what they want, one day they'll go and look for a higher power because they feel like they have all the money to. But have you forgotten that higher power is the same devil?
He just saw himself.
Let me tell you what's people's problem. You know what's people's problem? They're too busy trying to be somebody else and not want to be themselves. They spend most of their life trying to be somebody else.
Oh, of
Instead
course,
of
when you
being who
see,
they are,
when you
right?
see all these people, like right now, you know, when they started the program, I was watching it. Then after a while, I was like, you know what? No. Such a nice program. And then they say American Idol. Hey! American Idol. Okay, thank you. You want me to have because and you see how people like they'll steal money from their parents just to dress like someone on American Idol.
That is true.
See? Because they've called it.
The TV is a demon.
No, they've called it. So the thing has become somebody's idol. In actual fact. They want to dress, they want to look like, you know, even when they're putting on their lipstick or like, you know, eye, something, they want to cut their eye.
Yeah, the way you do it.
Their hair, like half bow.
TV.
And all these things. So please, let's be conscious of these things.
Yes.
Okay, not just us, but even our little ones. Our brothers and sisters who don't know stuff yet. You know, who don't understand what's going on. And I mean, anybody at all that you could help out of these things, please do. Okay, please do, because ignorance is killing people. For real.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to talk about, we are done with covetousness, and then we also want idolatry. Idolatry, you know, worship of physical objects. Okay? And devoting yourself to something so strongly. Idolatry. Sometimes it's not that people like have actual gods in their house that they are worshiping, but they have stuff that they are so possessive of. I mean, someone can just kill someone because he just waxed his car and someone touched it. And then he'll just kill you. You touched my car, and then he's breaking out his handgun.
Something like that happened in New York. With a guy with
all the
the
time.
water gun, and the guy drove past and they sprayed a water gun with water. at the car. And the guy came back and shot everybody.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. See,
No,
Stuff like that.
being
Step on your
possessive,
sneakers, like
okay,
stuff like
that is also a sign of
that.
the background, idolatry. It's actually a big red sign of witchcraft. Being possessive. Some people are so possessive when you, I mean, you cannot even, their friend can't even smile at you.
Yeah.
Oh, you trying to take my friend? Excuse me, do I own anybody? I don't own anybody. No, I don't own anybody. Hey, please let me be. What's going on? You know, don't, you know,
Let me
that
live,
kind
let me
of,
live.
you know, like, hey, no. Okay? Just because, listen, and that's one attribute. That's one attribute you need to look out for. When you
That's
go to a
disgusting.
place where there's freedom and liberty, there is God. There is Christ Jesus. There is the Spirit of the living God. There is the Holy Spirit. If you are in a place where there is freedom and there is liberty. But a place where, like just like I'm saying, like, so I can't even smile at Kathy because she's Valerie's friend. Wait a minute, what's going on here? What kind of union do you have?
It's a secret society.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, what kind of, no, you know?
Illuminati.
Okay, and listen, once in a while, these things can happen. Okay, if we don't pay attention, we can become possessive about something. Sometimes it can even be your own children.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be your husband. Sometimes
I know
it can be your
a
siblings.
couple like that the wife is like that to the husband. And I feel so sorry.
He can't go anywhere.
I feel sorry for him because he can't even look at people much because she's always having some attitude with him because,
That's terrible.
you know, imagine
You
if,
gotta live your life.
you know, it's like,
It sucks.
oh. It's bad.
Okay.
It's bad.
It's for real.
No, I know them.
That's a terrible
I had
life to live.
experience with, you know, fake hair, like, you know, the extension, like the one you wear, like your real hair. I used to be like that. When I wear them, it's like I feel like I'm a different person. Like if I don't wear them, I don't feel pretty enough. That's why I stopped wearing it. It was like I feel like it take all over me. It's like when I be in the mirror, I feel like I look good. I used to be like that a lot.
Yeah.
And every week.
I mean,
Yeah.
you have to be a
I
certain
feel like
way.
it's not
You know,
even
like how
me
people, some people are really possessed. They are possessed with, you know, heels.
Till I figured out.
If they don't wear like
it
3
was
inch,
me
they feel like
trending, whatever
they are
it's like.
nothing. So they have to wear it.
Yeah,
And you
feel
know
that.
what? They are sick in their joints. Some are so sick. Some have issues, chronic diseases because they've been wearing heels. But they just can't. She feels like
Yeah, you
if
don't
she
feel
doesn't
good
wear
enough when
the,
you
she
do
doesn't
it.
wear the
You have to
heels,
wear it.
she is nothing.
Yeah.
Okay? This is not natural.
No, that's
What
the
kind
devil.
of pencil heel will call me to himself? Am I supposed to, am I about the pencil heel or did I buy it or he bought me? It doesn't even make sense.
But it's about how you feel at the time. You don't, if you're really not in God, like you said, you will not really.
It all
fall.
goes back to the
Nothing-
TV.
nothing
That
should-
thing is honest, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be.
Sound too. Kill you.
You know? Yeah. But all this, like the ads and stuff, some are really meant to
Yeah,
do
if
this
see
on
those
you.
symptoms, just stay away from
Okay?
brainwash you.
Some people like when they wash their faces, they are so beautiful. But something inside of them tells them, you know what,
They're not
without this
pretty,
thing,
Yeah, the makeup.
you're nothing.
The faker.
Okay?
Yeah.
How can this be? Makeup. When I was coming, did I bring any makeup in my face?
Take care a lot. That's why
I didn't bring anything.
that's cool.
Did you see anybody born with a makeup? Okay? And we were so pretty, beautiful. So why, I'm not saying don't put on makeup, but makeup shouldn't be, it shouldn't tell me that because I didn't put on makeup, I look like a caricature.
No,
You know,
people
right?
shouldn't feel that.
You see what I'm saying? So if that is what unnatural, so that is what we are talking about, what? Like idolatry. The thing has become like an idol. You have to have it. You have to wear it. It has to be with you.
I think part of that is the world too, because
That's what I said, it's
some
TV.
people have acne
It's a TV.
problems.
That is true. Their kids.
Yeah,
It's the
it
TV.
makes people think there's like a level of that they have to be at or something.
Do you see some
Or
of the
you
things?
put
Class.
acne problem people, they suffer a lot because they think people are staring at the marks on their face or something, and are going, ew, look at that one. But that comes all from childhood and school and everything.
Yeah. Society.
You know what? One time
Low
I bought
self-esteem.
something from Proactive, and then all of a sudden they sent me some. Oh, we thank you for joining the something community. I'm like,
The what committee?
the acne community. I'm like, what?
You just buy something
You
and
know
they
what?
tell you.
I immediately called them. I said, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. You put it me.
They put you on
Acne
the board.
community. You are not serious. And you know what? They just didn't know who they were dealing with. I'm not into this kind of stuff. I mean, if I see that anything is no, cut it off. Okay, give it some distance, and then then when
Observe it from a
you
distance.
when you drop back, you
Check
will
it
see
out.
more.
Ah.
You can
Mhm.
you can put yourself together more,
Reevaluate.
and reevaluate, and then you see now when you're watching or you're looking, you evaluate everything, and you're like, okay, where is Christ in this? Okay, I need to put this here, and I need to put that there. So if I don't have to, I can buy something.